Neighbours has been gracing our screens for nearly 4 decades, but this morning the iconic soap is no more. A star-studded finale airing overnight, reuniting our favourite characters on Ramsay Street. Isabella Staskowski is there this morning. Isa, it's a bittersweet day.
Alex, good morning. Yeah, it most certainly is. Neighbours, of course, is where so many got their start, both on and off the camera. And for the fans, well, they have been watching this show for almost 40 years. I want to show you these pictures from Federation Square last night in the heart of Melbourne's CBD. Around 150 fans sitting there on beanbags in the cold. There were lots of tears there last night. I'm even told that one lady really was beside herself when the show came to an end. So let's take a look back at some of the highlights from last night. 37 years has led to this.
Ramsay Street. It's just an ordinary street in an ordinary neighbourhood where extraordinary things tend to happen.
Old favourites back again, led by Guy Pearce's Mike Young.
Nice try, Robertson. Can't palm me off that easily.
He couldn't help catching up with an old flame.
Mike?
Jane.
It was a walk down memory lane.
I can still hear Madge's voice. Charlene!
And then, after 34 years, Kylie made her return.
We made it, huh?
Home sweet home.
They weren't the only surprises.
Is that Karl Kennedy? I think so. I'm on a Facebook page of the street where I used to live. Ramsay Street. I used to live on that street too. No way.
Many making cameos to celebrate Toadie's wedding.
Some of our old neighbours who couldn't be here have sent you some messages.
Congratulations, Toadie and Melanie.
Toadie.
Hello, Ramsay Street.
Have an amazing wedding day, Toadie, and I love you guys so much.
Congratulations on your wedding, Toadie. Hi, Melanie. I don't know either of you. Oh, we only just met each other.
Hi everyone, it's Nina here. I'm so sorry I can't be with you today, but I'm with you wholeheartedly in spirit.
And Toadie's plans to leave quickly fell apart.
I guess we're not going anywhere, are we?
Oh, seriously?
There were confessions.
The reality is I'm still in love with you.
Reunions.
Mikey!
No way!
And a whole lot of tears for a show we all loved.
Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding.
How good. And Alex, I do have some more fun facts for you. So there were almost 9,000 episodes. Across that, 64 deaths and more than 100 kidnapping and hostage situations. So that has prompted Victoria Police to release a bit of a tweet, having a bit of fun there, saying that now the crime rate is going to be going down here for sure. But the real life Ramsay Street is here behind me. The bollards have now gone down, so fans can come here to Melbourne and say a final farewell.
Oh, and one Natalie Imbruglia. Isa, thank you so very much.
Your crush.
Hey,
do you
my
remember
night
when she was
crush.
in the studio and you went to water?
I went to complete water.
We do.
Yeah, he was blushing. It was like his neck. It was
I'll probably
cute.
start blushing again now that you talked about
I'm going to find it. We'll play it later in the show.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
And OG Neighbours star Kim Valentine reprised her role as Libby Kennedy one more time, and she joins us now from Melbourne. Kim, good morning to you.
Hey, Kim.
It's really emotional, isn't it? I'm still drying the tears.
All over again. I know.
What kind of emotions does it all draw up for you?
Oh, it's my childhood home. You know, I started on Neighbours when I was 17. I moved from Sydney to Melbourne on my own to do the show. So it's my family, it's my home, and just the idea that it's not going to be there anymore it's a huge loss. It's a grief. It feels like losing a family member in a way.
Do you know what? I don't think I keep joking about the Marvel Universe in this, and I think there are parallels because there are very few properties out there that can bring so many of its cast back successfully and do it so well. Sure, some of it was via video messages and things like that, like yourself or Delta or Margot Robbie, but it's incredible that everyone has such affinity to this that they wanted to be involved. Is that what makes it so special?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a testament to the mentality on set. We are a very crew-driven show, and Daddy Fletch, I do call him Dad in real life, I know it's very naff, but Daddy Fletch and Jackie Woodburn really lead the atmosphere, that we all work very, very hard and we all have humility. It's a real team effort and we all have a great affinity with Neighbours. So I think that's why everybody's always, happy to come back.
I thought it was really well done last night that while there were all the cameos of, stars from the past, the main storyline did still focus on Karl and Susan and Toadie in particular, who's been unlucky in love in the years gone by, but he had his happy ending. Is that a sort of fitting finale in your mind?
Well, I haven't actually seen it yet. I was reading the boards. I'm doing a play, Unsolicited Mail, at Chapel of Chapel. So I was actually on stage last night and I couldn't watch it. So maybe after I speak to you guys, I'll go and see if I can see it. But of course, Jason Herbison, our producer, he's had a long relationship with Neighbours. I've known him almost my whole life, and the show is in very safe hands with Jason. If anyone was going to steer the ship home, I am so happy that it was Jace.
Well, you were 17, as you said. You moved from Sydney to Melbourne to do this show. It's an incredible... These shows like this and Home and Away, they are an incredible training ground for our entertainment industry that goes worldwide. How did it shape you, this show, and your career?
Very much so. I mean, it's in my cells. It's in every fibre of my being. I don't know where the show ends and I start. Same with, Daddy and Jax. We're kind of enmeshed in each other, but such a wonderful, wonderful training ground. And being able to play Libby in particular, because she's a good person, she stands up against injustice. And I think in the real world, she's had a real influence over me. There have been times in my life where I've faced something and I've actually thought, well, what would Libby do? And I actually work in the family violence field now, and when I have big meetings with ministers and stuff like that and I'm advocating or lobbying, to tell you the truth, I actually wear a pair of Libby's heels to give me a little bit of her spirit to get me through.
That is so cool. Look, we are all so attached, or many of us have been so attached to the show for such a long time. Absolutely. So it's a real treat to be able to share some of those memories with you this morning. Thank you so much, Kim, for joining us.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank you so much. And can I just say one thing? If there is anyone experiencing family violence, or even if you just think you're experiencing family violence, please call 1-800-RESPECT, because there is help out there.
Absolutely, and good on you for the work you're doing in that field. It's absolutely to be admired. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, Kim.